Hello friends, and welcome to the Southern Mountain Kitchen. Today we're going to make barbecue chicken on Texas toast. So what you see on my counter is what we're going to use to make this with. And we're going to make up our own kind of barbecue with a little bit of a spicy, tangy taste to it. And we're cooking our chicken before we get going on this. So let's get started. So we are going to line a baking pan to put our chicken onto. Make sure you do a little bit of a nonstick cooking spray so that way this doesn't set up shop. And then we're going to season our chicken. So what we're using on here is 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper. Then we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder and 1/2 teaspoon of chicken seasoning. Now you can bake this chicken any way you want to. You can put it in an air fryer or a regular oven. If you're going for a regular oven, we're going to preheat our ovens to 400 degrees because this is going to cook for 20 minutes. Or if you're using an air fryer, we're going to go at 375 degrees for 16 minutes, but halfway through you need to flip the chicken if you're doing the air fryer to make sure it cooks evenly on both sides. And then this is going to go into cook. And as it's cooking, we're going to make our barbecue sauce. So what we're using is 1/2 cup of some kind of generic barbecue sauce, whatever you might have in your refrigerator or whatever. It doesn't really matter because we're going to add to it and make this so much better. So go ahead and get your barbecue sauce into something you can mix into. Then we're going to add about 1.5 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of mustard. 1.5 tablespoons of chili sauce. And then about a tablespoon of honey. And then we're going to mix this up. Because when you mix this all together, this is going to have the best flavor. It's going to be kind of like barbecue sauce with a kick. Because it's going to have a little bit of spiciness to it, a little bit of tanginess to it, a little bit of, you're going to get something from the mustard as well as the Worcestershire sauce and all. And it's just going to all mix together with the honey and everything else just to make a great taste. So once this is mixed up, our chicken is going to come back out of the oven. And we're going to go ahead and slice this up. Now mine is still hot from the oven, and that's okay as long as you can get a hold of it and slice it. I used a fork and a knife and just went for it. So what we're going to do is cut this into little tiny pieces. We're not like talking minuscule size, but you want to cut it up to where the pieces are actually doable for putting it on top of this Texas toast, because we are using the kind of Texas toast that you get out of the freezer section, and it has like garlic and butter already on it. Mind you, they're not huge, but they're big enough to where if you ate like a couple of these, you're actually going to get a good meal. So when you cut up your chicken from the two breasts, you're going to have quite a lot here. The best thing about this is when you actually add your barbecue sauce to this chicken and mix it up, you're going to have more than enough to do many of these different Texas toasts. But you could also save some of this back in the refrigerator and have a barbecue sandwich another day from this, because you're going to have some left over. So go ahead and put your chicken onto a lined pan, which we're going to actually put this back in the oven to bake for about like maybe 10 minutes. And we're going to put the barbecue sauce over top of it, mix it up. Same thing with temperature. When you put this back in again, you're going to kind of stick to, if you're doing a conventional oven, we're going to put this in at 400 degrees, but probably for not more than like maybe 5 to 10 minutes. We just want to basically get the barbecue baking into the chicken a little bit. Same thing if you're doing with the air fryer, just do it for a few minutes to get the barbecue into the chicken. And we're just going to mix this up until all of the pieces of chicken are pretty much coated. And then we're going to stick them back in the oven for the little bit of time it takes to actually get this cooked in. So once it comes back, I set mine in a bowl and put it to the side so that way it is out of the way and ready to use when we're ready to put it on top of the toast. And we're going to go ahead and put our Texas toast into the air fryer oven. Follow the directions on the box and go ahead and get that baked for until it's like golden. We just want to get the edges a little browned. And then we're going to add our chicken on top of this. And you're going to spoon it on until you get as much or as little as you want on top. I did it to where I actually coated the whole top of it. And then once the chicken's in place, we're going to use a slice of mozzarella cheese to put over top. And then it's going to have to go back in underneath of a broiler or whatever just to melt the cheese for, however long it takes for it to melt down. And then after that, you're gonna be done. This is gonna be your meal, and this is what it looks like when it's finished. And these have such a great taste, and I really enjoyed eating mine when I made it up. So this is a great meal, and you might even have some leftovers. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. And if you get a chance, check out my cookbooks, which are available in bookstores worldwide. The first is about everyday cooking. The second is all about baking. Have a great day.